former NBA players or even current NBA players that have podcasts, they're messing up the money for the NBA. They're messing up money for the NBA. Let me tell you why. When I was coming up, we was watching VHSs of Come Fly With Me with Michael Jordan and different VHSs that gave you a behind-the-scenes look at the NBA life. What they did, ever so delicately, is they always positioned their NBA players as being the ones that were the first one in the gym, the last one to leave, didn't get caught up in smoking and drinking and domestic violence. They curated it in a way that it made it feel like that everyone had a chance to make it to the NBA, especially if you were black. That was our American dream. Now, I know that may seem crazy to some of you that come from other communities, but people that come from other communities, they champion other things, like maybe being a business owner, maybe majoring in science or math, something in the STEMs classes that you can go on to be an engineer or a doctor, or you get the idea. But in our community, sports in general, because that's all we see on TV, we feel like that's our American dream. That's the way that we can be successful. We can buy our mom a house and things like that. But I say these NBA guys are messing up the money because they are telling the truth about things they do in their off time. See, we thought that, they always told us a narrative like, oh, if you work really hard and you don't do drugs, you don't smoke, you listen to your coach, your first one in the gym, the last one to leave, then you'll make it. These NBA athletes are telling you when they're showing up to doggone film intoxicated. They're telling you when they're up all night and they're telling you all this stuff. In the 90s, they curated because it was coming through one source. But now with everyone with podcasts, they're really telling you that, you know what, they made it because they were a better athlete than you. They're taller than you. They came from the right coaching tree. There are so many metrics than just working hard. And they don't know they're saying it because they're labeling it as keeping it real and all this other stuff. But at the end of the day, they're telling you, man, you didn't have a snowflake's chance in the lake of fire of making it to the NBA in the first place. You can work hard and miss out on some of these other crucial metrics and don't have a chance. Hope is not lost. This is not a poor me deal, but this is my challenge to my student athletes, basketball players in particular. You got to understand that basketball is the vehicle; it is not the destination. Let that sink in. It's the vehicle; it's not the destination. Me myself, I was fortunate enough to get my school paid for because I can play basketball halfway decent. I was a special ed kid, failed the sixth grade. I shouldn't have had a chance on the college campus. Basketball afforded that to me. Accept the gift and walk away from the curse.